Welcome to the 19th and final movement in Tai Chi Chih. This movement is called 6 Healing Sounds, and I have the sounds written out right here and the corresponding inner organs that they connect to and activate when we say them. We actually sort of breathe them out when we're practicing this movement, but we're going to practice the pronunciation right now, and then we'll put it together with the movement. So the first movement is ho, like ho, 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 but we say ho, H-O. And then the next sound is, and that connects to heart, by the way. The next one is hu, like W-H-O, but again, it's spoken with the breath, and it connects to the spleen. The third one is tsu. That's how it's pronounced. It's sort of like TSU. Tsu. It's a little hard sound at the beginning. That connects to the liver. And then the next sound is sh, and that connects to lungs. The next one is she, like he, she. And that's the 3 heaters, the triple heater or the triple warmer in Chinese cosmology. Those are meridian points in the body. So you can look up triple warmer, or triple heater, and find that out. And then the last one is, she, and then chui, like wee, with a ch in front of it. And that connects to the kidneys. So that one's chui. So let's say these together. I'll say it one time, and then you pronounce it at home, and then we'll put it together with the arm movement. So the first sound is So I'm going to tape this right up here. You can look at it, and I will also be reminding you what those sounds are as we do the movement. This movement has a combination of both forward, backward, and side stepping, and it's quite lovely to do. It's kind of actually very cheery, kind of wakes you up if you ever need to do a movement that you want to really kind of get yourself cheerful. Try this one. It's really fun to say sounds out loud. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you one set, and then we'll put it up, and then you and I will break it down. So here we go. This is just one set, and this one starts on your left, so I'm mirroring again. Okay? So that's what we're going to learn. And then the last one, there's a bunch of chuis, and we go back and forth, and that's also quite fun. So as you step forward with your left foot, you're going to do a slightly shorter stance than you would normally do to step out, because the back heel stays down on this one. It's an anchored heel in the back. So let's just stand in the resting pose, shift, sink, and then you're going to come forward, step forward with your left foot, shift the whole body forward, but keep the back heel down so you don't go too far, and then you shift the whole body back, and then you pick up the foot and you put it down again. Forward, back heel stays down, and back, and then you step side left, shifting all the way across. Now the weight is on the left foot, freeing up the right foot to come forward. 1, come forward, pick up the foot completely, touch down with the heel, and Tai Chi heel step. Back, and then side right. And forward. 1, back heel stays down, pick up, put down, 2. And if you notice that your back heel is coming up, you just shorten your stance. That'll solve that problem. Side left. 1, 2, and side right. Okay, so that was 2 sets. Let's do the arms, and then the third set has a little bit of a trick at the end that we can look forward to. But if your hands are in the resting pose, the first hand, you're going to relax your right hand, and you're going to come forward with your left, and then back, both hands, back, and then you're going to get your hands set up in this position. So it's the thumbs are not touching, but they're almost touching. It's almost like a butterfly. But the bottom hand, it's like you're shaking hands with someone. So it's not droopy. It's parallel. The pinky is parallel to the floor. And then the top hand gets turned up. Not with your whole body like I'm doing. Actually, the body stays straight. And you sweep across. Okay? The thumbs kind of stay connected, so don't separate them. And then that's that sweep. And then you do it on the other side. Right hand, both hands, and connect. So you can do the other side. Here's that thumb to thumb kind of connection. The bottom hand, the pinky is parallel to the ground, like you're shaking hands with someone, and you're just going to come across. Justin, I think there's an old jazz tune that Justin used to say, "River, stay away from my door." That might be a line in a jazz tune, but anyway, that's what he used to call it. "River, stay away from my door." So if that image helps you, great. 1, 2, sweep across. 1, 2, river, stay away from my door. Okay, so here we go. Let's put it together with the legs, and then we'll do it with the sounds. All right. So, and I'll talk you through this, but so we're going to shift to get ready. We're going to step forward with your left leg and your left hand. So you're going to come forward like this, the back heel stays down, so there we go, and then we pick up the foot and put it both hands forward, and now that the foot is free, it's free to step side left, sweeping across. Now right side, 1, both hands, side right, river, stay away from my door. 1, 2, both hands, whee! Okay. And 1, and this is the fun part that I was talking about. We're getting there. One more set. We do 3 sets total. Both hands, side left, right hand, both hands, side right. Now, the fun part, pick up, put down, side left. Pick up, put down, touch with the heel first, side right, that's number 2, 3, 4, there, and then we do a little turn and we sink. So now let's put it together with the sounds. I'll say the sound before we do the movement, and then you can repeat it as you do the movement. So here we go. So if we're going to step forward and say, oh, so that's what we're going to do. Both hands, side left, forward right, both hands, side right, up and put it together. I will say the sounds ahead of time, and then we'll do the hand motions and legs together, and you'll get the hang of it. So the first one is H-O, forward left hand and left foot. Both hands, side left, forward right, both hands, side right, chwee, forward left, both hands, side left, forward right, both hands, side right, chwee. Now see if you can do it together. And now 4 more chwees. we just do this. Justin used to do this at the end of the whole series. He'd do a little, like one rotation of his hands and then resting pose. So energetically, what it feels like is that it's wrapping up a package, wrapping up the dantian, the precious dantian that we're cultivating and activating and then circulating and returning to home, this energy, this miraculous energy that we're working with. So if we just do one like that, and then resting pose and take a breath. And then the pose of cosmic consciousness, which is the final pose that we do after any series of movements. You're going to put your left heel on your right, and I'm mirroring you this way, and then your left hand closest to your face, elbows parallel to the ground, gazing about 6 feet in front of downward pointing gaze. You're going to lean a little to your left to balance the weight and take a breath. And also be aware of the inner gaze that happens in the center channel of the body, the inner downward pointing gaze. You can feel streaming downward. And breathe. Great. And then put your heel and your hands back into the resting pose and take a breath. This is also called the Graceful Conclusion, this pose here. Come into a graceful conclusion or in a resting pose and take a breath. And feel the bottoms of your feet and breathe again.